Hello chess fans, this is Rick from Chess to Impress with a video on Chess is Such a Cruel Game. It's a story of the game played in round 11 on the 30th of December 2024 of the World Blitz Championships held in New York. Vasily Ivanchuk, the people's champion, was white. Ivanchuk is 55 years old and is from Ukraine. His opponent was Ivanchuk-Naroditsky, the American grandmaster and a famous streamer, 29 years old. There was a dramatic finish to this game. Let's first look at a clip which I picked up from the FIDE live broadcast on YouTube. So let's see what happened here. Both players were in terrible time trouble. The time control was 3 minutes for the whole game plus a 2-second increment per move. And this is the position after the 30-second move from white, b5 to b6. We do a body count and we see that black is a pawn up, but white is a very dangerous passer on b6, and also white's king is in a lot more active position than black's king. White has a slight advantage. Let's see what happened. Rook a8, rushing back to stop that b-pawn. King b5 from Ivanchuk. The king is going to support the pawn. f3, black has to run with his own passed pawn. Rook e1 to control that pawn. g4, king c6, h5, it's 3 against 1 on the king side. Ivanchuk took the pawn and now he has a winning position. Rook f8 supporting the f-pawn, b7 one square away from promotion, and h4. And this is a critical moment. Here the only winning move that Ivanchuk did not find with only seconds on the clock is rook f1. He played rook g1 instead. Only one square makes a huge difference. Let's have a look. Why does rook f1 win for white? Well, you have only one plan with black. You have to push those pawns. Take, take. And rook takes f3 is a very nice move. the rook on f8 is overworked. If you take, then white promotes to a queen, and it is queen against rook. And there are no other options, no other good options for black. So rook f1 wins here, but rook g1 was played, and why is that a bad move? Suddenly the position is lost for white. Black should play g3 here, which he did not do. He played f2. He played this move instead. He should have played g3, and then he wins. After h takes d3, there is f2. Of course, this is all impossible to calculate with only seconds on the clock, even for elite grandmasters. Rook f1 and h takes g3, and those pawns are too strong. Black wins. But in the game, g3 was not played, but f2 was played, double question mark. Because now white is better again. Ivanchuk took on g4 with check, and took on h4 with check. And that was another mistake. What he should have done in this position, instead of taking on h4, he should have queened the pawn. How can that be a good move? Of course, black has to take. And then there is rook takes h4 check. Now, and now it is a good move. White wins. Let's look at a few lines. If you play king g6, then there is rook f4, and the f pawn falls off the board, and white is 2 pawns up with a very strong king, and white is winning. You can also try king g7 with the idea of bringing the rook back to f8. Now you should not play rook f4, because then indeed there is rook f8, and now black is winning again. The f pawn will cost white his rook. So after king g7, you should play rook g4 check to drive the king away from protecting the f8 square, king h7, and now you play rook f4 check. You pick up the f pawn and you win with your extra material and your very strong king. Very instructive, but not easy, not even for a grandmaster. Back to the game. King h7 was played, and Ivanchuk took on h4 with check, and king g6 was played, and now he did not know what to do, as it's clearly visible on the video. He played rook g4 check. It's a bad move. He also lost on time at this moment. The only option for white is to queen the pawn, but then black will queen the pawn as well. And despite white being 2 pawns up, black is better here. His queen is hanging, and there's also queen f6 check as a threat, which is a double attack on the king and the unprotected rook on h4. Black has a winning advantage. In the game after rook g4 check, when Ivanchuk overstepped the time limit, black easily wins after king f5, and there is nothing you can do against the black pawn promoting, while the white pawn is under lock and key by the rook on f8. So Ivanchuk did not overstep the time limit in a winning position. The position was lost, but of course he had been winning before, and we see what a cruel game chess is. If you have played over the board games yourself, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's hard to explain this to non-chess players, but in my opinion, chess is the most cruel of all the games and sports. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the Chess to Impress channel, and please leave a comment. I will read them all and I will reply to them all. This is Rick for Chess to Impress. Thank you for watching.